How Monkey bought all the trouble in the world. Monkey was once the most peaceable, well-behaved animal in the whole island until he bought all the trouble in the world. In a tiny village, there lived an old woman who made the most delicious sugar cakes you ever tasted. One day, while walking to market, the old woman stubbed her toe and her whole tray fell to the ground. All the sugar cakes she had to sell for the day spilt everywhere. "But look at this trouble," the old woman said. "Trouble, trouble, trouble. Now I got to go home and make more." Now Monkey was sitting in a tree above and saw and heard all that had happened. He'd never heard about trouble. And as she left, he made up his mind to taste this trouble lying in the road. Monkey crouched down and took a taste. His eyes lit up at once. If this was trouble, he loved it. He ate and ate till all in the tray had disappeared. But he still wasn't satisfied. He made up his mind right then that he needed more trouble. Monkey marched right into town and into the biggest shop he could find. He went up to the counter and yelled, "I want to buy all the trouble you have in this shop. You hear?" Now the shopkeeper was a wise old man, but he wasn't used to having monkeys in his shop, not monkeys with such strange requests. "Do you know what trouble is?" the shopkeeper asked. Monkey started to get vexed. He mumbled, "Who's this shopkeeper to question me?" So he raised his voice and shouted, "Look it! Give me all the trouble you have in this shop and fast!" The shopkeeper shrugged and went to his big stock room. And when he came back, he was carrying a giant crocus bag as big as the man himself. But as soon as Monkey left the shop, the bag got heavy, so heavy he could barely drag it. Monkey was so exhausted, he thought, let me eat some of this trouble to make the bag lighter. So he tore open the top of the bag. There were dogs in the bag, 3 big, scary dogs. Monkey leapt up into a tree, desperate to escape them. Monkey spent hours in that tree with the dogs barking underneath. And if he was hungry before, he got hungrier. What could he eat? He saw a bright red fruit above his head. "I'll eat this," he thought, and stuffed it into his mouth. But poor Monkey didn't even check what tree he was on, else he would have known it was a pepper tree. Monkey needed water, but he couldn't move, not with the dogs growling under the tree. At long last, night fell, and the dogs went home, and Monkey was able to sprint down the tree and cool his burning tongue at a nearby pond. But to this day, everywhere he goes, trouble still follows Monkey because he once bought all the trouble in the world.